Hey everyone, I.B.B. here, dropping in on Dead City. Now, this Leo here that I just dropped in with is actually new to my lineup. I just got that Trident. It's not leveled up all that much. I believe it's a level 8 at this point, so it does next to nothing in damage. But I wanted to throw this in here to see about getting used to it, seeing what its pros and cons are, and right away I noticed that its biggest con is this map, because there's just not a lot of open spaces for you to be able to engage people at distance of about 500 meters. So as you can see, this stalker's already inside of his kill zone, which is 350 meters, and so I'm having to engage not only this guy, but the next couple of players that come over here at closer range than I really want. And that's because, you know, this map just affords that ability to be able to hide behind this terrain and get in on you without you being able to get a good clean shot at distance. Now, firing at that Carnage over there, I knew I wasn't going to be able to hit him and do any damage, but what I wanted to do was be able to take out his shield, and I'm not going to be able to do it because he does do a pretty good job at staying behind that structure. And so here I can see that they're kind of amassing on this side of the map, and I'm all by myself. My entire team is on the other side, so I know at this point I'm in trouble. This bot is going to be done here pretty quick. So I'm just going to try and rob as much HP from these guys as I can. Unfortunately, it's just not going to be a lot with that patent aphid running around there. So now I know he's there, and this that you're gonna see is me being incredibly indecisive, because I want to go over there, I want to engage those guys, but I know that that is foolhardy to go over there and engage 3 red team members with just me. So what I'm trying to do is just kind of hang out here until I kind of get some backup, because I know at some point, you know, more players are gonna spawn back in this area, and I want to be able to be back here and help them out over there. So with that said, I should have gone over there to help that stalker out, but I was thinking I might be able to get a shot off on this guy here, but that ended up being a wild goose chase, and so I kind of took myself out of position to be able to do what it is that I wanted to do. So a lot of help I was there. Yeah, I know. So we're gonna come around here and get this Major Griff guy, and he is in a Rhino. So as I'm trying to split this guy's attention and get him from the side, but then I noticed that somebody's firing for me from the side, and so I had to turn and engage him. And at that point, the Rhino kind of disappeared on me, and I had to relocate him. But that patent aphid is a pain in my hiney. And he is actually going to take out this Galahad, and that's going to be 2 bots. His patent hasn't even been touched at this point, so he's doing a pretty good job at that. Now, one of the things that I noticed about this team was that they were not afraid to push beacons, and they weren't just doing it with stalkers. I mean, that was a Leo that I just took out over there, so he had to walk his slow ass all the way across this map to come and get this beacon over here. And I don't know what's worse, the fact that he actually did that, or the fact that he actually made it. Alright, so now I've jumped over here, and I'm going to make sure that I stay close to this structure. That way, if those aphids come flying in here, which I think they will in just a moment, I'm protected when that happens. And so I'm just going to go ahead and keep hugging this structure, and then when I come out from here, I'm just going to go right up to the next structure. And all I'm doing now is just surveying the scene, seeing who might be in close enough range for me to be able to engage. And there, instead of wasting my rockets, I just went ahead and just fired the magnums at that point because he wasn't within 300 meters, so firing the rockets would have just been a waste. So over here, I know this is a Carnage, but I don't know exactly what he has, and so I'm firing so that I can take out his shield. And had I known that all he had was trebs, I wouldn't have been so itchy on that jump button. I would have just let him take his shot, and then I would have unloaded on him. So now I can see that they're starting to mech out. And so, you know, I'm going into the center beacon. Normally I don't like to go into the center beacon because that's a good way to commit suicide. But I'm smelling blood, and so here we go. And this War Robots guy, that's the guy that had the I.B.B patent earlier and took out 2 of my bots. So I'm going to get him back here on this one. And so I know I'm toast at this point. I'm just trying to get as much HP out of that as I possibly can. And so trying to get back into the action with the Rhino. Now, I am not actually a big fan of the Rhino. I find it sort of cumbersome to use. And of course, this guy's not even looking at me. And, you know, that's always the best scenario. So these guys put up a pretty good fight. They had some beacons on us. They were pretty aggressive with going and getting beacons here. And of course, this guy over here that's about to pop out from the corner, he's running a Gepard mag, and I don't actually understand why people run that at this level. This is a gold tier match, and that's just not the most effective setup that I find, anyway, in my opinion. If you like it, feel free to run that. And of course, this guy, oh, I remember this guy. I am so licking my chops right about now because I want this kill. You know, earlier he got 2 of my bots with those aphids. And so this is the second one that I'm able to pay him back for. So there we go. And then I'm just going to back up here just in case he respawns and turns and fires some splash damage at me. That would really suck. So anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the thumbs up or thumbs down button. Either one. And until next time.